okay, you've convinced me, Martin. I need more margin on my jobs. I'm not charging enough. I need to increase prices. Practically, how is this going to happen? How do I actually do this on the next job?
Well, the one thing is you have to prep for it. In other words, your next job can't be the email job that you just raise the price and send it out, right?
Yeah.
So you have to go out and take the time to establish a relationship. So there is a little bit of a process there. But the next job you can do, you can go out with a servant's heart and talk to the people and listen. What do you want? How can I, help me envision your dream for your backyard or whatever it is we're doing. So that's the first thing. Then when you go back and cut or create the bid, we're going to assume you know your costs and that you're bidding accurately. And you need to add 10% to your margin to go from 40 to 50. Then you just do it. And there's
Yeah.
always a difficult time when maybe you don't believe it, but you have to do it. And I know I've said it many times on podcasts. You have to pick your chin up, walk through the door, resist the temptation to knock 20% off to close the deal, and tell them the price.
Yeah.
And look confident. If you look confident, they're going to look confident. Yeah, probably the first one you do, the guy's going to go, "You're crazy. This guy over here is doing it for half. How come you're so much more expensive?" And you go, "I have no idea what that guy's doing. I've been doing this for 20 years. This is what I have to charge to take care of you. And that's my price, you know,
Yeah.
and you have to have that confidence and then you'll get them.
Yeah.
It'll start coming and then it won't be an exercise. It'll be what you do. It's what you normally do.
Yeah. This is what I have to charge to take care of you. I think one piece of advice when you go and do this that I have is make sure that when you're gathering this evidence that you have a large enough sample size. Don't be discouraged because you
Yeah.
went to 3 people and all 3 said no
Oh,
or
absolutely.
whatever.
Yeah.
Set a number. Say, "Hey, we're committed to this new pricing. We're going to do 50 bids. 50 bids at this pricing. If we have issues after 50, then we'll address it then.
You'll
Until then, we're
revisit.
sticking to it. We're committing." And I think something that you need to be aware of is that you shouldn't be saying yes to every single job. You shouldn't be winning every single job. You can't do every single job. So you may bid, let's say you bid 50 in a quarter, 50 jobs. You shouldn't be winning all 50. It means that you are saying yes too much and you're not saying no enough. Because just if you look at the 80-20 rule, you can't do every single one.
Yeah.
So
80% of your profit's going to come from 20% of them too.
exactly. So you need to say no more, and that's one way of understanding it is, hey, we're going to lose some of these. Go into it understanding that, and if you're losing them, they weren't the right job.
You talk about persevering. I don't think you use the word, but you're talking about it. Made me think of a mutual friend of ours, a guy named Tim Kinney, Kinney. He's an artist here
Okay.
in town. You know Tim. Well, it doesn't matter.
I'm struggling
Oh,
to.
okay. Well, Tim Kinney has a unique style. He paints with a knife, not with a brush, and he paints aspen trees and lots of colors.
Okay.
And when he decided he wanted to do that, he made some paintings and he got in his car and he drove to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Taos, in Breckenridge, and Vail, in Scottsdale, and all the places where Western art sells. And he got 99 no's. No, 98 no's. Personally took the picture in, went to the gallery owner, said, "Do you want to carry these?" They said, "No." I think it was in Breckenridge, Colorado. He stepped out for the 99th time and the lady took it. And
Wow.
since then, that's all he does. That's how he makes a living. He's been doing it a long time now. But we always kid around, and I use him as an example of, could you take something as personal as your paintings, 99 walking in the door and somebody looks at you and goes, "Nope," and stay after it and then eventually get it and be a great success at it. So
Yeah. I
anyway,
mean,
I,
the 98 no's were worth it. I mean, if you asked them today.
how many no's would I have gotten through taking some of my art around? I don't know if I'd have gotten to 9, let alone 90. Right.
Yeah. No, it's true.